Now this is range 2, not 1, because the hole would be considered as range 1. And these are the cells. They weren't very big. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There was 2 tables here. Now they're gone. The wife messaging me. You showered in here, toilet again. Now this was always closed off. Oh. So you can get through there. And sometimes the guards are always looking there. And they try to sneak through the back here to see if you're smoking weed or, whatever. Beautiful view of the yard. So I wasn't in here, I think once or twice I was in here. Now, years ago, this was fading so bad. I said, hey, someone should fix that. So they got me to fix it as an artist. I wanted to make it better, look way better than it did. They said, no, don't touch it, just leave it, just fine, whatever. Now we're going to the second pier. Da-da-dee-da. Yes, 18 years or so was the last time I was here. This is the kitchen range. I'm going to try to tell you a little bit of stories, like each range I was on. For some time, this was considered the native range. So I was a bit of a fucking ass, so the guys thought it'd be funny. Not only was I white, I was also born and raised in England, to stick an Englishman on the native range. Well, the joke was on them. Because the native people that were here, I grew up with in school, and I also lived on the native reserve with them. So they're quite happy to see me. I had no issues. The guys couldn't figure out why I never got my head smashed in. And there'd be 2 bunks on each side here. But normally they left the cells open. This is where you hung out. Shower. Like I said, this was always closed. No one was ever allowed in here. So, yeah. That goes right through to the other range. But since I'm trying to give you an example of what life was like here, what we did, shit that happened. There was your TV out there. Some bastard stole it. This here was the library. I worked here in this little room. Now, the funny thing, this was all stacked full of shelves, books. So there was a desk here. In one of the drawers, I noticed there was a rotary phone. I'm like, that's odd. I put it back, thought nothing of it. Then look what I see. I'm like, there's no way. I plug in the rotary phone, it dialed. I called my dad in England. I thought that was hilarious until they figured out what I was doing. This was the doctor's office. He had a desk here. I had a really bad abscess tooth. I was in extreme pain. And it was Dr. Peter Hay. He says, oh, you're only doing it to get free drugs. I jumped across the desk and I strangled him. The guards waiting out here, they all rushed in because I wasn't normally like that. So they knew something was going on. I didn't get in trouble. Now this was range 4. I didn't do, there is a story here. There is. I was only in there once or twice. But the one guy, I'm not really going to see the walkthrough. He was looking at 20 years. Gun possession, drugs, all kinds of shit. And we were sitting right here. And I was sitting here. And I broke into the OPP C7's warehouse. I fucked with all this shit, years worth of investigations, down the tube. I come in, he looks at me, smiles. He goes, I don't know whether to punch you or to kiss you. I said, well, hopefully fucking neither. He goes, I said, yeah, I got your guns, I got your dope. He goes, did you bring any in with you? I said, fuck, yeah. So yeah, we stayed friends for a really long time after that. After I hit the OPPC's Evidence Warehouse, I was famous in this little town. Just famous. They're like, holy shit. I went by English by that time. You don't pick your nickname, they just give you one. Since I was English, why not? They used to have fans blowing up here too. This is range 5. If they had a lot of PCs, protective custody, which they didn't, they would bring them in here. But usually there was only 3-4 PCs. This is a honeymoon suite. Once again, you got a bunk bed on each side. Now, if there's only 2 or 3 PCs, they would just put them in the smaller range. And once again, we got brings back so many memories. So there was a guy sitting here, a friend of mine. We're up here watching TV. Now this lunatic, he was in this cell. He was in for killing his landlord. So he comes out at my buddy, he grabs him, he stands up, the guy grabs him, and the guards came watching, they grabbed the loon, pretty much a loon. He shouldn't have been in GP, general population. They got rid of him. So I said, what happened, man? I'm sitting here. He goes, look, he was wearing shorts and he's bleeding from his privates. I said, what the fuck? He goes, I don't know. I look, the guy literally ripped his sack off. No word of a lie, true story. I'm also writing a book. It's already registered. I got the ISBN number. And it's called 6 Up, Doing Life on the Installment Plan. Oh shit, control tower off. This was my range. This is where I always went. So I remember some people, they'll say, well, what range were you in? Like someone else. They'll say, oh, let's say, range 5. And people say, oh, that's PC. Well, yeah, it might have been at that time, but normally PC was 4, right below us. Once again, it has a honeymoon suite. Yeah, this was not like this. Like, we kicked the shit out of this door. Should have looked out there. So yeah. Okay, well, that's it, all the ranges. There's more to it than that. I'm just going to go range 4. Yeah, normally PC was here. I forgot to mention the gallows. And really, I didn't break in. So yeah, there's no evidence of the gallows though, like. I'm just thinking, oh wow. We'll just go out here. This jail held about roughly 60 inmates. Normally the normal count was 35 to 40. It's not a whole lot there to do. But yeah, it would max out at 75, where people were sleeping on the floor. I took my friend in here yesterday. Oh, there's the card for the library. And yeah, this is out. Oh, can't open it. Went out there. I am going to find part of the basement here. Oh, I skipped the warden's office. Who gives a shit about him anyways? Yeah, this is where you came in. Now, the funny thing here, if I knew someone was getting a visit at like 2 o'clock, I used to do a lot of cleaning as an inmate. So I would open this. It's a tray. It slides in and out. And then I would hit it. They would put something in there, drugs, smoke with it, and push it back. But I would be very careful because the guys would watch it. And there's the warden's thing. So yeah, I would grab it and just put it in my pocket, pass it off to one of the rangers before they got me with it, if they suspected. Really cool. Really, really cool. And this was the warden's. Oh, there's the basement. Holy shit, I'm going down there. Not too many inmates went down there, but I have. Wow, I've never been all the way back in here, though. And this was really part of the offices. So yeah, since I know the place so well, we're just going to get the fuck out of this part. I'll take you up here. And we are pretty much back upstairs where we started. Yeah. I have a friend outside with a cell phone. Let me know if it's clear. Yeah, I'm gonna basically get some pictures for my book. Now, yeah, this is TAP, Temporary Absence Program. The guard would walk in here, you know, do his rounds, flip on the lights. Now, the women's side, I forgot to show you. I was going to do it, and I went, wait. And you did not want to date most of the women that came into here. Laundry, bathroom, God knows what. This is where they do the laundry, the women. I was in once because there's not too many women. That's why it's so small, but there was a horde of women that came in one day. They had to put them on TAP because I was the only one. So they put me in here. The pink room. And there was a bunk here. When I got in here, it was disgusting. Used tampon bloods, pads, there was blood. At least to get some kind of privacy, we never did. I was in here for about a month. Here's the yard downstairs. This is one of the pictures I want to take. It's right here, like that. Not too many people got a view. I'm going to try to go up there, take a picture of the title, the cover of my book. See, I'm just going to head back out where I came from. TAP, Female Supplies. This was just the guard's room. Ate lunch, they hung up the clothes, whatnot. Oh, and there's another room. Here we'll just look out the window. That's out the front. Yeah, mostly the guys hung out here and devised a plan how to catch us smuggling pot or smoking pot or something to do with pot. Now, I did not break in. This door was wide open, and that's how I'm getting out. And here we go. See ya. I'll do some more videos after.